Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Building a Nation with Polonia Warszawa. Started today on the page of Ibrahima Pereira because why the hell not? Actually, there is a reason. Do not worry about that. Before we get into anything else, how good was that last game, by the way? Yeah, we got Sociedad in the next round, which is nice because I actually wanted someone a bit different. We have played them before, I think, but it was in a group stage match. So playing against Real Sociedad, I think, is a pretty cool one for the quarterfinals, which is going to be up today. We've also had a youth intake. We've got Regen Sunday. All sorts of goodies coming up in between, probably. Also, quick note, the main reason I'm showing Ibrahima Pereira is because of the Porto connection. Now, you might remember me saying that I'd picked up a player on a free from Porto. Well, I thought I had, but it turns out he signed another contract with Porto, and I must have missed the news article about that, and I must be going, oh, yeah, we got a free sign. Nope, not happening. Bit annoying on that one. They did offer him a lot more money than we were, but I thought we'd picked up another stunning deal, and it turns out I must have just missed the news article where he didn't actually sign our deal. That's a bit annoying, but there you go. As you can see as well, Pereira has got an injury, which means he's going to miss both of the games against Real Sociedad, which means Firmino is going to have to lead the line for us. And he's done well in the Champions League this year, to be fair to him, but I don't know how he's going to do from the start, and I am a bit concerned about that. Right, off-camera games and then first leg, which I believe is away from home. So fresh off the back of the game against Manchester City, I accidentally submitted the team before I had a chance to chase it by accidentally pressing the spacebar twice, and we ended up playing the same squad. Cost us quite a lot on the night. We still should have won, but in the end, a 0-0 draw away at Corona. We then got back to winning ways, though, with a 3-1 victory over Katowice. 2 penalties from Vicente. He's been getting some goals this month, albeit from the spot. Then it was back to 0-0 again, away at Wad, which was a bit disappointing. Then we finally found our voice with a 4-0 thumping of Legia, 2 more for Vicente, 1 for Lisek, and a lovely own goal in there too. Then the good times kept coming, a 5-1 victory over Lech Poznan with 2 goals for Treverio, 1 for Posse, 1 for Lisek, and 1, of course, for Firmino. Then a 3-1 away at Gurnik, Pereira, Vicente, of course, and Firmino grabbing another one. This is the one that Pereira got injured in, unfortunately. And finally, the rotated squad put us through to the cup final, Waterberg and Idchak with the goals as we smashed aside Miedź. But the league now looks like this. We are 20 points clear at the top. Lech are sitting pretty good in second. Lechia in third now. Legia have dropped away a little bit. Zag are up there, but as you can see, Corona have dropped right off the pace. I don't know what's happened. They've barely been able to gain points at all lately, which is a shame for them. But as you can see, it's allowed Katowice to catch up and are really starting to pummel their way towards being in the championship group. They're in a good spot, but it could still be tough. I just didn't expect it to be at the expense of Corona, in all honesty. They've barely gained any points since the last episode. You might also notice Skra have pulled themselves out of the battle and are nearly potentially in a survival position. And Wisła have finally won a game under Wojciech Szczesny, but they are still getting relegated hard in the face. Zviggy's still top scorer in the league now with 16. Really, really nice to see. That's always very nice. Lisek with his 8 assists, though, always very nice as well. There's a buttload of stuff to talk about as well. We've got so much cool stuff to happen in between these games. This is going to be a bumper episode, I sense. So we're playing Sociedad. Schalke playing Real Madrid. What's the other tie? It's Bayern Munich versus Milan and PSG versus Monaco. Although Bayern Munich have given themselves one hell of a start. So both the clubs from our group are doing well now. I see no reason why we can't play well here. It's just a question of whether we will. We're going to go with our standard away approach for today. Going to do a quick pick and shuffle stuff around. We're not playing Vicente up top. We're starting with Firmino. Absolutely. That is definitely happening. Vicente. No, not Vicente. That is... Oh my god, they've actually preferred... Right, that's good. My assistant's finally got the hang of what I'm trying to do here. Firmino, Lisek, Treverio for Posse, Gorosito, Prado, Shabal, Falvela, Freitas, Albrechtin, and of course, Iglesias. Piscula's injury also makes picking the bench a little bit easier too. So we've got Orozco, Bustos, Waterberg Vicente, the Llama, who's now got a Spanish call-up and had to get a wage hike, which is annoying, and Pimentinha. Interestingly, very similar system to that which City played against us, so we know what we might be able to do if things start to not work so well. Unfortunately, Lech are out of the Europa League. I think I kind of already knew that. They lost 6-1 on aggregate to Everton, so... And yeah, Everton have a guy called Matt Lamptey, who is was the European Golden Boy 2 seasons ago and is an absolute godly player, so he just smashed goal after goal past him, unfortunately. The board are also... We've now finished our stadium extension, but the board are extending it again, would you believe? Now to £27,000. This one was me, admittedly, doing that. Oh, Firmino, can he turn the ball back for someone? He can't, can he? No. Still got it, somehow. This is amazing. But yeah, so 27,000 it will be. I asked them immediately and they were like, yep, go for it, lad. Last little bit of update news as well is that I sold... I sold the Bonavento clause to Porto for 7.5 million, so that's a load of extra money too. This has been a tight old game so far. We're not getting a lot of possession. I do wonder if that approach could work again. Firmino, that's the problem though. We've got Firmino in there. Oh, goodness me. Treverio's through. Oh no, those are the chances you must finish. You absolutely have to finish those. And I feel like Firmino or Pereira, both of them, put that away. Oh, nice. Iglesias goes with the first time strike. Go on. Lisek driving at him. He's gone past him like he's not even there. Find the cross. Firmino! Oh, he got the header, but not quite good enough. I do wonder if a similar approach to the City game, but we are definitely looking better in this one, considering it's the away leg as well, Gorosito. Oh, look at the space for Lisek. Touch. Finish. Yes! That is surely... that is onside, right? Yes, it is. 1-0. Blaise Lisek with his goal. Wait. No way. Surely not. Yes! There we go. Lisic's 12th of the season. I thought we were in a bit of trouble here, but Lisic just peels away to the far post. I thought he was miles on side to me. Well, actually, it was quite narrow, but lovely composure from him to just bring that down, slip it into the bottom corner. It's 1-0 here in Spain, and we've got the lead. We've got an away goal too. Very important. Oh, God. Twisted knee. That's not a you can keep going kind of injury. We do have youngsters, but I don't know if they'd be available. And also, I sold Mohamed Kone to GKS. I was about to talk about that in the middle bit, but I might as well tell you now. They put a bid and I thought, you know what? You could probably do a decent job for a club like that. So I've sold into them for £2 million. This is interesting. We've been fantastic in the first half, to be fair, and we deserved the lead, but that injury is concerning me a lot. Bit too much playing the ball around at the back here. I might be tempted to do what we did in that last match and focus to play down the wide areas, because it's the same kind of system. If we were to grab a second one, though, that would really make this change. Considering it's like Jekyll and Hyde, considering how bad we were in that first leg against City away from home. Lisic can cut inside. Gorosito. Oh, what a bloody finish. Brian Gorosito, second goal of the night for us. Only his 5th goal of the season. Admittedly, he's been playing slightly deeper. That's probably the reason. Lisic, again, goal and an assist. How good was he against Manchester City in the second leg? He got 3 assists and a goal in that one. He's got a goal and an assist tonight. Just rolls it for Gorosito. Tons of room. An absolute thunderbolt. Keeper's never keeping that out. 2-0 up away from home. Yes, lads. It's like that City result has been a catalyst for us just catapulting ourselves forward. And, ooh, oh, well played out to Fopossi. Go on, lads. Find a ball for someone. Sips it through for what a stop in the end. We're looking much better now. Oh, my God. Another injury. 2-0 is such a good result compared to 2-1, though. We cannot let this slip. But I'm concerned now that we might, just because we're losing players left and right. Lincoln, that's really nice football. Lisic's flying back again. Oh, he's not going to keep that one out. Antonio. Oh, come on. Oh, gee. Really? How is this happening? I don't know what more we can do from a defensive standpoint. We literally limited them to no shots on target. It's a really, really tight angle. And somehow, bam. 2-1. Are you joking? Oh, hang on. Oh, nearly. Vicente? Waterberg makes it 3. There we go. Donny Waterberg off the bench doing what Donny Waterberg does, which is score important goals in the Champions League. Lisic was looking knackered. He's been brilliant, but we've really we've redeemed ourselves a little bit there. Annoying to concede the goal, but 3 away goals now. Surely this is a very difficult situation. Well played from Vicente as well to actually drop that off to Waterberg instead of trying to take the shot on himself. Prado. Oh, that's not a bad ball, actually. Vicente. We're really lacking striking options at the moment. Though Waterberg, and that could be a push. If we get a penalty here as well, and it is a penalty, and Vicente will take it, of course he will. Come on, Vicente, if he scores this tie could be over. And he has, it's 4-1 here in San Sebastian. Vicente's 15th goal of the season for a player that doesn't even start that many games. That is we've got such great players in this squad. 4-1 up away from home now, and we really have been fantastic since the Manchester City turnaround. That looks like it's going to be a lot for Posse. Whips one across, cleared away, goes back to Gorosito, digs it in, headed away and headed away again. And that is a 4-1 victory in San Sebastian. That is a huge result. Gorosito is fantastic. Lisic fantastic. The injuries are my concern, though. That is the big issue. 2 months for Treverio. He's done. That's him done, basically, for the rest of the season. 5 to 6 weeks, but still. And Firmino, 5 to 6 days. Oh, Jesus. This is not looking good. Look at the injuries. Right, we're back. We had 1 game off camera, which was away at Rakov. 2 goals for Ishak. 1 for the Llama. Very nice to see. Gave us the victory. Now, amazingly, Katowice did get into the championship group, and it was at the expense of Corona. I can't believe they managed to buff it up that bad. They did win their final match, but ended up going out on head-to-head to Zag, which is quite frustrating for them and for Paul Pogba. But Katowice are now technically in with a shot of actually getting back into Europe this year. It should be quite some achievement for Stala Solbakken. Where do we start? Youth intake. You're seeing it on your screen now. It wasn't that great, in all honesty. We're just going to have a quick look at the best player, which was Matratsky, I think it was. We're bound to have a bad one eventually. We have had a few good ones recently, so yeah, we'll take it, I suppose. And here he is, Simon Matratsky. Yeah, I mean, he's a striker. He's okay. He's got decent dribbling. He's not too bad, but he's not the caliber we're used to, let's say. So there you go. But since it is a Sunday, it's time for Regen Sunday. Oh, I hadn't forgotten about that. Oh no, and we've got a bumper crop because we missed it last week due to the Champions League. First up, Eugene Uzbek. A great name, particularly as he's actually Ukrainian. Followed up by Paulo, who is great because he's a Brazilian Lebanese. Well, he's a Lebanese player with a Brazilian name, playing in, I believe, Brazil too. Still pretty cool though. Then we've got Diego Maradona. Shared without comment. Then Eric Haig, an American striker. What are the amateur contracts? Those are so good if you're an amateur team. Then Ivan Vasilievich, who is a Belarusian centre-back playing for Manchester United. Pretty cool. Then Fabio Albuquerque. Love it. Next up, Mateus Grumt, a goalkeeper doing the grunt work. Then Billy Byrne, probably the best Gibraltese player I've seen for a while. And the fact that he's actually got like goals for Gibraltar is insane. Then Emil Robalo, a Bissau Guinean player who, let's face it, is probably the best player they've ever had. Then Maverick Anatol Nestor. The guy sounds like a SoundCloud rapper. I love it. Then we've got Richard Donk, Dickie Donk. And then a name, I refuse to believe that this is a real name. Virangelege Nilanka Muharadiram Arakshilage. That's probably not even anywhere near it, but that is a cool name. Then we've got Freak Stoop. Love it. Love it. It's like a malfunctioning porch. And finally, James Bond. It's a shame you can't give him the number 007. So that was Regen Sunday. If you want to participate, head over to the Discord. There's a link in the description. Drop your regions in there, and yeah, I'll read them out. So now, it's down to this. I think we should be fine, but only because we did a lot of the hard work in the first leg. So we're going to play the same strategy. I might be tempted to stop. It depends on what system they set up. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's just do a quick pick and see what actually comes up. Pereira's... Firmino could probably start. I think he deserves a chance to start. Gorosito, no. We will play... Vicente will start in there with Fopossi. Glenn Cornelis. No, I think I'd rather play Prado. Oh, actually, no, Prado's done better. We've got to remember about Cornelis. But everyone else, I'm pretty happy to keep things as they are for now. Sorry, I had to put the under-18 squad listed so I could get John Martinez up. The bench, we're going to go with Delama, Edelberg, Waterberg, Martinez, Bustos, Itzhak, and Orozco. Does appear they're going to do the exact same thing. I'm tempted to give this a try from the start like we did against... that seems to have worked against this exact style of play. So what was the changes we made? We went down there and we upped these. And then it just allowed that. And then I don't want to touch these ones right now, but I just want to see if that has any effect. Just against this specific shape of tactic. It seemed to work really well against City, as we know, and it worked really well in the second half against Sociedad as well. So I just want to see if us getting the ball out wide... Oh, goodness me! They've got so much of the possession so far. It's actually incredible. Vicente cutting inside and over the bar. Not a fan of their possession. Gorosito. Oh, it's in the bottom corner. Brian Gorosito, 6th goal of the year. Well, that's what we needed to take the pressure off there. It's now 5-1 on aggregate. Gorosito's got it. They've been good at holding onto the ball, but they've not done much with it so far. Gorosito. I mean, the keeper should be doing a lot better there. And we are flying. That's it. Energy, lads. Selena. Meiko. Moxie. Oh, for goodness sake! I know we're already going through at the moment, but this is the sort of shit that annoys me. I don't know how many more instructions I can turn on to have our players actually press them and close them down. And then you get crap like this happening. Like, what the hell is that? And then Antonio... Oh my god. I shouldn't be frustrated. It's just so annoying. Right. Proving quite difficult to get the players up for a game which they feel they've already won. And maybe this approach from the start today wasn't actually the best one. And maybe it's more of a kind of change when the scenario suits it. And it certainly suited it in the second half. But maybe, yeah, maybe it's not a starting tactic. I think the lack of having Pereira as an out ball, if we really need to, is a problem. Oh, Firmino, great first touch. Can he find him again? He might. He can. Oh, he's missed it. That's really proper Firmino territory there. Relief, ball downfield. Why did they stand off of him? Just win the ball. Yeah, it's been a pretty underwhelming performance. There's some weird stuff that I just can't explain at times, particularly on the defensive side of things. And obviously, we can't distract from the fact that Sociedad have played well in certain areas of the pitch. Like, we can't ignore that. Waterberg, Albarracin, Edelberg. There we go. He's got the ball again. Have a little run, maybe. Find Waterberg and Martinez with the good strike. Chabal, go on, get us a late winner just for that extra coefficient point. Gorosito bends it wide. Well, I think that's probably going to do it. And there we go. 5-2. I would be annoyed if this was any other night, but the fact is we were already through, quite frankly. We should have won that match as well, and the goal we conceded was annoying. But there we go. We are through again. Milan just went out 6-7 on aggregate to Bayern. That is an achievement. Right, semi-final draw. Here we are. We're somehow managed to get back to the semi-finals again. We were so close to going out against Manchester City. It really was minuscule. We looked much better against Sociedad. Let's just do the draw. Who do we get? Go on. Bayern Munich. We've got a team that we've literally beaten in our group this season. Oh, I tell you what, we might have a real chance of getting to a third successive Champions League. And if we do get there, I'm wearing a bloody suit this time. I'm not making that mistake again. Come on. So that is obviously going to be next episode. A double header of matches against Bayern Munich, a team we finished well above in our group, which is very, very helpful. I think we got a draw and a win against, but we did actually, because Firmino bailed us out. We've been really good so far. Hopefully we can continue. We've only lost one game all season. It was that random 3-0 to City. Let's keep the good times rolling and push ourselves a little bit more. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, we've turned misery at one point into a very good result, and that is very good. So yeah, drop a like, that'd be fantastic. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, that'd be great as well. And I'll join you guys in the next episode for Champions League semi-finals. We just keep on rolling. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.